welcome back to another video on the Skip channel. It's been far too long, I know, I do apologise, but I've been busy. But in this video, we are going through my team for game week 1 in the Fantasy Premier League, because I've got a league at work and the stakes are high for number 1, and I feel like I've got a chance of winning. So I'm going to run you through my team for game week 1, and yeah, let's go. Right, for my first goalkeeper, my first choice goalkeeper, I'm going for Areola. Areola for 4 million for West Ham. I've picked him because he's going to be first choice goalkeeper, I believe. Cheap, 4 million. I could have gone for the likes of Ramsdale, Edison, Allison, but they're just too much for a goalkeeper spot. Plus, they didn't really get much points. West Ham are looking good at the minute. Paqueta, solid team. Maguire just signed for them, 30 mil. Yeah. 4 million bargain. Good keeper. Probably going to be starting. Backup goalkeeper, solid choice for me. Just recently transferred to Nottingham Forest after the likes of Navas leaving on loan, is Matt Turner for 4 million. Arsenal's backup keeper, he's gone. He'll start for Nottingham Forest, I believe, so solid backup keeper. So if Areola is somehow not first choice keeper, I've got Matt Turner to do a solid job. Right, this is big stuff now. On to the first defender. I feel like he's the most picked defender, and it is Estupinam from Brighton for 5 million. That is a great price. Good defender. Some of the highlights last season from when he was playing for Brighton, unbelievable player. Working up and down the wing, getting on the attack, scoring goals as well, assisting. For 5 mil as well, it's a great price, because I could have got Trent in. Spoiler, I haven't got Trent in. But could have got Trent in, but I feel like Estupinam's a better choice. Next defender, okay, Arsenal, Gabriel for 5 million as well. Solid defender. He scores from set pieces, so that's quite a few points from a defender. Arsenal are going to be a solid team next season, like they showed it last season. Just failing to secure the champions, unlucky, but yeah, he's a solid defender. Arsenal are going to do well this season, I hope anyway. Well, I don't hope, I hate Arsenal. But yeah, he'll be a first choice defender as well, with Saliba, probably Ben White and Zinchenko, so yeah. Next defender is John Stones from Man City, 5.5 million. He was brilliant last season for me. He was one of the best defenders in the league last season. He held his position well. He got up the pitch, played in the CDM role. Under Pep as well, he's just a quality defender. In a Man City team, 5.5 million, you can't go wrong, can you? Yeah, solid defender. I think that's a solid back three for me. I'm going to play 3-4-3. Got 2 4 million defenders. I've got Amari Bell from Luton, and I've got Malo Gusto from Chelsea. Just some cheap defenders. Gusto will be probably a super sub in Pochettino's team. He's more of a rotational player, so he's going to be sitting on the bench. 4 million as well, that's not a bad price. Amari Bell, I feel like he might get minutes under Luton. I think he was a solid player last season for Luton. Yeah, I mean, I want to see how good he is. I want to see him play. And yeah, I think that's a very solid back line. Quite a cheap back line if I don't, because Trent, 8 million, that's quite a lot of money to be spending, but he is a quality player. Right, big name players coming up in the midfield, and it's a lot of money spent, so hopefully it goes well for me with my first choice midfielder, Mohamed Salah from Liverpool. 12.5 million. Wow, money, big money. Yeah, I mean, every FPL team I make, I have to get Salah. I mean, he's unbelievable. He's got an amazing left foot on that right wing. He just scores goals, goals and goals. He just scores for fun. Assisting as well. Maybe last season was a bit of a letdown for him and people who had him in his team, but I've still got to go for the big Mo. I have to. I love him to bits. But for 12.5 million, I could have got like Bruno. I don't know, but Salah, I feel like I'm strong with him. Next midfielder from the Red Devils, Man United, Marcus Rashford for 9 million. It's quite on the expensive side, I reckon, but Man United, quality team this year. Honestly, I feel like they're going to do well under Ten Hag. 9 million, quite expensive. Rashford, quality player though, unbelievable, scoring goals, celebration as well that he brought out last season. Yeah, I can't wait to see him play, honestly. He just scores goals for fun. My second Arsenal player, and it's a big one, quality player last season, Bukayo Saka for 8.5 million. See, big money again in the midfield, but 8.5 for Saka, who's been unbelievable for Arsenal. Youngster who just come in and just ran the other team ragged up there, chopping, dribbling, just cutting through defenders, just putting them on their arse. It's just unbelievable. I feel like he's going to get some big points. I'm not sure how many points he got in last FPL, but I'm sure it was a lot. My second Brighton player in the team, and is Kyrie Mitoma. Right, when I saw my first Brighton game in the Premier League with Mitoma in, jaw just dropped. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Like, the feet on him are unbelievable. He's silly. You see what he did to, what was it, Van Dijk on that post? Just flicks it past him, boots in the back, and it was unbelievable. Yeah, for 6.5 million, you can't go wrong for a midfielder like him. He scores goals, assists. Oh, he's unbelievable. And for my final midfielder, I have gone for Carney Chukwuemeka from Chelsea, 4.5 million. Cheap midfielder, rotational, comes on at like 60 minutes, so hopefully you may get a few points. I'm not expecting much, he'll be on the bench anyway, but he's a rotational player in the Chelsea squad. Yeah, 4.5 million, you can't go wrong. Right, the attackers, the forwards, the goal scorers in the team, and there's some big names. For my first choice, I think it's everyone's striker this season, is Erling Haaland. If you don't pick Haaland, then you're just silly. I mean, if you're scoring 30 odd goals in your first season in the Premier League, ridiculous. I had him last FPL and I'm happy I had him on captain. Oh, but for 14 million, it's a lot of money, but it's worth the pick because he scores goals for fun. I can't even speak. It's just unbelievable. And it's 14 million. They're quite pricey, but you gotta have him in. Next attacker from Newcastle United, Alexander Isak. Isaac. I don't know how you say his name. But 7.5 million. Solid striker near the end of the season because he had that injury. Near the end of the season, he was having fun. He was scoring goals. He's a great striker. He can head the ball. He could use left foot, right foot. He's just a great striker. He's like a cheap Haaland for me, but he is quite injury prone, so we'll have to keep an eye on him. But he's an incredible player with Bruno sitting in centre mid, Miggy Almiron on the right of him. Just missing St. Maximin, who's left. But oh well, he's a quality player. Anyway, my final attacker, it is Evan Ferguson from Brighton for 6 million. What a quality player at the end of the season, scoring goals. I feel like he has potential. I could have gone for like João Pedro or possibly Nicholas Jackson from Chelsea, but I settled on Ferguson because what I saw last season, he was just scoring goals. That's what you need in attack. You just need someone who will score as many goals as possible. Could have gone for Watkins and Nicholas Jackson, but I went for Ferguson. So there's my team. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you want me to set up a league, I will set one up. Just put it in the comments, and yeah, that's the end of the video. I know I was just waffling for most of that, but yeah. Anyway, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn notifications on to get notified when I upload. I'll try upload more regularly. Hopefully I'll have another video coming up soon, because I've just got some new football boots, so hopefully I can make a football video for you. I'm not going to spoil it actually. I'll say what boots I got then, but I won't spoil it. Yeah, like, subscribe, just do the normals. Comment video ideas in the description, what you want to see from my channel, and yeah, see you on another video. Peace.